It's Spiritual Sip Sunday. The fourth one ever. It's been so long. It feels so good. Y'all hear that? Yeah, of course, when I bring it close to the mic, it stops. So today we're actually going to be answering a question that someone sent in. They asked, have you ever been afraid to share your faith or what you believe in? And honestly, yes. It's a little nerve-wracking, especially when I was younger in middle school. I remember I opened up about my faith one time and I started talking about church and Jesus, and I got judged for it. And there were people that would tease me about it, and then whenever anything bad would happen, everyone would be like, okay, well, where is your God now? And it was really hard. But as I got older and I started maturing and kind of realizing who I was in Christ, I am not afraid to share my faith. I am so stuck on the fact that God saved my life. Like, I owe everything that I have to Him, and I want to share about that. I feel like if there are people that are very open about what they're interested in, then I shouldn't be afraid or ashamed about what I'm interested in. I mean, especially nowadays with TikTok and Instagram and social media, it's so easy for someone to say like, hey, I'm into comic books, and you have that community there for you. We're like, yes, I love comic books, you know, I'm right there with you, they can support each other. It's so easy to find that community nowadays, online. It's much harder in person. That's a different discussion. When I was younger, when I was in high school, even a little bit in college, I was nervous to even talk about the things I was interested in or anything like that, especially my faith. I wasn't a strong follower of Christ then, so of course it was a little weird for me to open up. But as I got older, I realized that people don't really care. People don't really care. I feel like nowadays everyone's more accepting of a lot of things. Why can't you talk about Jesus? I know when it comes to talking about Jesus, though, there's already negative connotations that come with it. Thank you to our fellow brothers and sisters in Christ who have set an awful reputation on how Christians are supposed to be. But if you open up and talk about Jesus in a way that's biblical, where you're loving people where they're at, you're not judging them, you're not shoving political views in their face, because if we're being honest, Jesus is much bigger than American politics. I'm throwing it out there. If you're doing it in a way and you're talking about Jesus in a way that shows how Christians are actually supposed to be, and we're supposed to be loving and loving our neighbor and helping out our neighbors and not shoving Jesus down their throats, because nobody wants that. You shouldn't be nervous. The only time you should be nervous is if you are spewing hate or if you are being judgmental. But when I was younger, I was nervous to talk about Jesus. But now I realize there's much weirder things that people talk about on the internet and in person, and they're not ashamed of. So if I have this opportunity or even like a moment to talk to my friends or online about Jesus, who I truly 100% believe saved my life, of course I'm going to talk about that. God has only shown me love and grace and mercy. And so when I talk about Him and I talk to people who maybe don't know Jesus, that's all I want to give is love and grace and mercy. We're supposed to be more like God, and He's all of that and more. I think that answers the question. I think that's good. Is that good? I don't know. Let me grab my analytics. I want to just thank you so much. Actually, 80% of you that watch my videos are subscribed, and that's an insane number. That actually makes me so happy. That warms my heart. But it slightly makes me mad that it's not 100%. Subscribe.